and Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend. Mama. Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt. My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering,
does Delaware have an actual culture? This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
not a billion, and niggas the whole money for some guy. You guys think it's maybe they glad for me.
What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rock and the brew. Well, if you, I'm Mr. Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, Lou?
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Brews and Banter Podcast. I am glad you can join us this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whenever you are listening or watching the podcast, either on your favorite podcasting platform or on YouTube. Hey, YouTubers.
Hey, YouTube. I wonder if anybody will ever get our little inside joke.
Maybe.
Maybe two people.
Yeah. We do have a great show for you this afternoon, or this evening, whenever you're watching, like I said. So we're just going to jump right into it because this gentleman is making history, and that's not to be understated. He is the owner of the first Black-owned brewery in Pittsburgh. So if you don't know by now who I am talking about, we have Marcus Wyatt, Windy Bridges Brew. Let me bring him into the podcast.
Welcome, Marcus. Welcome.
What's going on, fellas?
All right.
We are glad that you are here with us today. But before we get into everything, well, I just noticed the Burgers Judge Supreme. Before we get into everything, we always like to know what we are drinking on, if we're drinking on something. So, what are we drinking today? And we always start with our guests. Are you drinking on something today, Marcus?
I'm not right now. I actually still have some of that beer from Barrel and Flow, the collab I did with Alter Genius. So I might crack one of those open here in a little bit.
All right.
Well, before you tell us about that collab while we talking about that beer right now.
Okay, yeah. So it was we made a Soursop Kölsch. Pretty much the base was a Kölsch, and we just kind of added the Soursop flavor to it. Usually this was with Alter Genius, another brewery out here in Pittsburgh. Usually around those times with Barrel and Flow, man, it's hot days, long hot days. So I try to keep something light. So this one came in at about 4.5%. Real easy drinker, man. Just something easy. Because man, you got some of them guys on them East Coast boys, man. They be bringing them 17, 18%ers, man.
Yeah, I know two of them.
Yeah. I can't handle them in that heat.
I tasted your beer. It was good. The collaboration was good, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
All right, Lou, you drinking on something?
I am. I'm starting back on my drinking thing again. So I have another Barrel and Flow collaboration. This is an official Barrel and Flow collaboration between ABC Co. and Nicole Young Tech. This was brewed in Pittsburgh at Allegheny City Brewing. Oh, maybe it's Allegheny City Brewing. That's what I think the name. Allegheny City Brewing in Pittsburgh. It is a low ABV grape ale brewed with New Zealand hops, that hint of sunshine, ripe fruit, and clean air. Light and easy to sip, it is crafted for slow moments shared with good company under open skies with nothing but the agenda of joy and pure joy. And then it's a lot of other stuff to read, but I Nah, it's called You Deserve. I'm just not in the read mood today. But it's a beautiful beautiful can. It says You Deserve a Long Weekend. That's the name of the beer. This is the can art here. I'll spin it for you guys. That was all the words right up in there, and there goes some more words up in here.
Nice.
Maybe I'll read those later or post those later. But it's a grape ale. It smells really grapey on the nose. It's kind of grapey in the front, but it's an ale, like through and through. It's a real clean and well done ale. I'm not a fan of ales, but I can tell that it is well done. I appreciate it. So I'll just have one. But it was good. It was good. I'm going to drink this whole pint before the show's over.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I remember tasting that one because I think she said she was a wine drinker. That's why they went with the
grape, right? Yes, we on the Friday part of the conference. We made wine together. She was part of my group that made the wine, so we got to talk a little bit about her collaboration. That was cool. But yeah, shout out to Nicole Young and the tech, aligning work tech and life with intention. Ooh, I need some glasses. I need to turn those up. It's a 3.8 alcohol by volume. That's another reason why I didn't want to read. Like I need to go to get. God damn.
Oh yeah, you need to read it.
Yeah, I ain't afraid. I did 46 years. Like you can put me in jail now. Like call me disabled now. I did 46 clean years of eyesight. So I'm
there. You go.
Right. Well, I mean, but if you could still see anything else, but you just need the readers, then you probably just get that from the grocery store.
Oh yeah, how about that? No vision doctor for me just yet. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the advice. I'll go to Walgreens tomorrow. What you got, Rob?
I got from I think they're Modern Brewery out of St. Louis. I have the Airport Hugs, the extra special bitter. I don't know if you want to see the can. It's like
I like that name.
In the airport, giving hugs.
That's a really good name.
Anybody who knows, I love ESB. So shout out to I ain't gonna say Aunt Viv, but Viv for the beer.
The experience. Just call it the experience.
Yeah, the beer.
But she is our Aunt Viv though.
Yeah, this is pretty light. It's only 4.9% ABV. It's a well done. I mean, there it is. Color that an ESB should be. So there it is. It's a nice easy drinker. 4.9%.
Rob, are ESBs normally 4.9 or around that range? Or are they a little high? Ours was about 5. What was ours? Like 6?
I think ours was like
I forget.
5 or so.
Okay.
I think it was like 5. Yeah, they normally not super heavy. They're not
that range. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, because normally you in the pub drinking till
right
wee hours in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be drinking those 6%, 7% ESBs. Right. Yeah, I got it. Understood.
You gotta get through a football match, so you gotta pace yourself.
Oh my gosh. Were you in Spain when you said that?
That's the only way I can say football.
That was your English accent, right?
Oh, he was in Great Britain? That was
I believe so.
No, I was in
Marcus,
Spain.
You thought UK? I thought he was in Spain. He probably thought he was in Italy.
That's the only way I can say football to make it different than football. I have to say it with football. I don't know.
A little bit of oot. You got to have a oot in your.
Yeah. The oot in it. There we go.
Yeah, because I've never listened to how British people say football.
Yeah.
I know I heard ball club, like football club, but I don't. So maybe they say exactly like we say football. So I ain't want to.
Isn't the show that you watch? Aren't they in the UK? Isn't that team in the UK?
Yeah, but I don't even pay attention.
They don't talk to the fans too much.
They do, but they're normally like just talking about. They say football club, so it's like they say it like we say football. So I was trying to distinguish the difference. Now I think about it, because it's like the Wrexham Football League. So yeah, Wrexham.
So Marcus, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it wasn't his British accent. That was more.
Yeah, it wasn't British.
Yeah, no, that was That was with the umlaut and everything, or whatever that thing at the top.
That one was German. That right there.
I'm all over the
He
place.
flipped it on
Right.
curveball at the end, put the umlaut on it.
All right. So yeah, now I can join you fellas.
All right.
Like I said, this was the
Oh, that's nice.
thank you.
That's nice artwork right there.
Yeah.
Who did that can art for y'all?
This was a brother named Cliff, man. He knocked it out the park too, man. He did a really, really good job with these.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that.
All right. Well, everybody looks like they have something good to drink. So we are happy to have Marcus on the show. So like they say, without further ado, we want to welcome again Marcus to the show and tell us who you are, how you got here, and the floor is yours.
All right. Oh man. This is a long journey. I just posted something today, actually, kind of talking about this journey. So from the name, obviously, you know, I'm from Chicago. I moved here to Pittsburgh about 2011, towards the end of 2011. And at that point, man, I was drinking beer, but I wasn't drinking craft beer. I was drinking more Heinekens, you know, more black cookout beers. You feel me?
Right.
Your Coronas, your Heinekens, stuff like that, man.
Absolutely. Yep.
And around like maybe about 2015, we went to this bar. We used to go to this bar down the street from the job, and they started to serve more craft beers. So man, we go in, and I think I ordered like a Heineken or a Corona or something. A couple coworkers, man, and it was kind of like, what the hell, you know what I mean? Like, damn, we in the craft house. You got to get a craft beer, right? And I don't know what to order, man. So one of the guys, man, they told me, man, if you start off with a Bell's. So my first craft beer was a Bell's Two Hearted. And from there, I just jumped into it, man. I really started liking it. I started drinking IPAs left and right, learning. And then fast forward a couple months later, we ended up getting a guy coming to work there. He brewed beer and he made mead. So you know, I'm inquisitive, man. I want to know if you could do it, I could do it. Type dude, you know. So I'm asking him, man. I'm like, man, how you doing this, that, and the third? And he starts explaining to me. He's like, man, YouTube is your best friend. Just check it out. So I jump on YouTube, man. Start looking at it. I'm like, all right, I could do this. And mind you, at this time, I don't know anything about Barrel and Flow. I don't know. At that time, it would have been Fresh Fest.
Yeah.
You know, in the creation. Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about Dave Bracey. I don't know anything about black beer in general, man. I just know I like to drink beer. You know, back home, me and my guys, we used to have a thing called Bush and Kush, man. It's self-explanatory. It's self-explanatory, man. So yeah. So man, I'm looking into it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try it. Ended up going to get a 1 gallon kit. It was like a brewer's best kit. 1 gallon of Imperial IPA, man. And brewed it. And yeah, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? It was enough to pique my interest to be like, all right, shit, I want to try this. Let's do it. So yeah, got into it, and then ended up one night. It was a crazy part, man. So ended up one night, my fiance and Dave Bracey are close by like 6 degrees of separation. So they went to the same school together. He's a little bit older than her. They went to the same school together, and we have mutual friends. So we had a party one day, and he's there, and I just hear him talking about beer, this, that, and the third. And I never heard another brother talk about beer like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, so now I'm interested. So we get to talking and stuff. So we talking about beer, this, that, and the third. And a couple months go past. Hadn't heard from him, none of that. And then ended up like out of the blue, got an email or something from him. And he was like, man, I know you're interested in beer. Here's a program for you. So I ended up doing this program, getting a scholarship for a program. Actually, I had to write like a little story or whatever, and became a level 1 Cicerone. Okay. So then from there, he sent me another one. He was like, man, here goes a job in the brewery. Now he's sending me all this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. So I ended up working at Inner Groove Brewing. But while I'm working there, he sends me another thing for Point Park University. They were just starting a brew program, and so he sends me the
Hold
link for
on,
that.
Marcus. Hold on,
Yeah,
Marcus. Are you just diving into brewing? Are you like working a regular 9 to 5 and brewing and working at the brewery on the side? Or are you
yeah,
just like
yeah.
F my life and everything with it? I'm going into
I'm just jumping straight off the edge,
yeah,
man.
because
Nah,
you just went from my fiance met Day and I talked to Day and now I do beer now.
yeah,
What
yeah.
happened in between? What happened in between?
No, so yeah, so in between those, yeah, I was still at my job, but
Okay.
I was just getting more interested in brewing and stuff. And like when after talking today, I kind of started looking at the analytics of things and the data and stuff, where we stand as far as brewing. And it was mind blowing because I'm like, everybody I know drink beer, but nobody I know brews beer. And so once we had that conversation, I started digging into Google and all of this, and I'm seeing that we under 1% of producing now. So now I'm interested, So like I said, throughout all of that, Day and I, we're still keeping contact and everything. And he's sending me all these different things. I'm still at my other job. I'm still at my other job right now, actually. Um, but yeah, he just said he flooded me with stuff, and I'm accepting all of it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just looking into it, man. And he sent me the thing to go to Point Park University for their inaugural, brew science program. And yeah, man, that one program, it was a lot of heavy hitters come out of that program. As a matter of fact, Hannah from Dope, her and I was in the same class together.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, we
That's what's
graduated from
up.
that same class,
Yeah.
man. So it's like,
She's a
man,
good friend. She's a definitely good friend of the show.
oh man, that's my girl, man. That's my
Oh,
girl.
So,
yeah.
so
Good
what year?
people.
So what year is all this? What year is all this? 'Cause I know you said you
So
started
this,
craft beer.
yeah, so this was so the I got into brewing around 17, 2017, somewhere around that time. And then that's when, when Dave started coming in the picture and everything like that. And so once he started just sending me a lot of this information, I just started jumping into it. So Point Park was post I want to say post COVID. Yeah, post COVID.
Okay.
So right after that, man, at that time I was already still working at a brewery. I was working at Inner Groove Brewery, the assistant brewer for them. So I'm getting a hands-on experience as well as getting the book side of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm just learning and learning. And then yeah, I sat down with my fiance one day and I told her, I was like, man, I want to open a brewery. Like I want to do this. And the more and more, like I said, research that I start doing and just start like seeing how we are underrepresented, I should say, it really just kind of fueled the fire for me. So now I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
all right, yeah, let's do this. And that's when a lot of the support started coming in. So I ended up going to that very first year of Barrel and Flow after Fresh Fest. So I want to say, what was that, like 21, I think?
Yeah.
Maybe
After the.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 20 was the digital fest, Digital Fest, and then
Yeah.
first Barrel and Flow was 21.
Yep. Yep. So
Mm-hmm.
I collabed with the brewery I was working at for the first 2 years. And then from there, man, it just took off. Like, man, I was just getting with all these different breweries and collabing with everybody in the city. Cause now my name's starting to buzz a little bit more. Cause again, there was really no black brewers in Pittsburgh. So now I'm all over the city and everything. And yeah, now we fast forward to where we are today.
That's
That's
great,
Yeah.
man. Like, I don't know what this word is for what happened to you, but like you drink beer and you go with your coworkers to a brewery and they make you drink craft beer, and then a few months after you find out what craft beer is, a brewer starts working with you at your job
Yeah.
and he tells you all about it. Then your fiance knows Day and you get
is that
introduced to the
serendipitous? Is that serendipitous
it
or no?
has to be because
That's
he moved from Chicago to Pittsburgh, and I don't know who does that. And then on top of that, Pittsburgh is the only place to meet Day because Day loves Pittsburgh so much. And you're
Yes.
going to have a
Yeah.
beer fest, and you meet Day at the perfect time where he's enjoying beer and getting ready to do this beer fest, and just grabbing anybody that's of color or anybody that just likes beer in general in his city and encouraging them to do stuff.
Yeah.
It is actually serendipitous, if that's the right word for it.
Yeah.
Like you were put in the right place at the perfect time. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Definitely, man. I appreciate it.
And you took advantage of it up to this point. So that you got to take advantage of your opportunities when they hit. So you did that as well.
Oh, definitely. Excuse me. Still am, man. I still lean on, man. I call Day all the time and ask
As
him
you
stuff
should.
about how to do this, how to do that. You know what I mean?
As you
I,
should.
I think, man. I think when I was growing up, I don't want to say like I spoke this life into existence because in a million years I never thought I'd be doing that with beer. But you know how just like when you feel something, you know what I mean? I can't explain it, but you just feel like I'm gonna do something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I always felt like, man, I was gonna do something. I just never knew exactly what, but I knew I was gonna do something.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that's that, and here we are today. I never thought I'd be making history, though. I will say that.
Yeah, so
That wasn't on the bingo sheet.
congratulations on
Well,
making history for sure. That's a round of
Appreciate
another round of applause.
Man, I appreciate it.
how does it feel?
Right now I'm still trying to grasp it. You know, everybody keeps telling me, you know, you need to sit back and just kind of enjoy it and relax and enjoy it. But my mind is like, all right, what's next? All right, now we didn't did the thing. Well, all right, we got a brewery, we making history, but now we got to get some good beer out there. We got to get people engaged. We got to
He
keep
must be a
going.
Jalen Hurts fan. He must be a Jalen Hurts fan. Yeah, that was last
Man.
year's
And
Super
ain't
Bowl.
putting the ring on. And ain't putting the ring on the finger or nothing, man. Like, he just out here, like, what's next? I need 2 championships. I need
You
3
know what I'm saying?
championships. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's the that's the
So
thing, man.
in that vein, you're not resting on your laurels, quote unquote. So what's next for Windy? What's it called again? Say it again. Because I
Windy
put it
Bridges,
underneath.
Windy
We're on
Bridges
this new
Brew.
Windy Bridges. Why the name, and then what is next for Windy Bridges? What's next on the
Okay.
agenda?
So the name is a play on Chicago and Pittsburgh. So
I
with
knew it as
Chicago,
soon as you showed me this. As soon as you showed me the thing,
yeah,
that's
Windy
great. I
City.
love it. I love it. I love it.
yeah. So Chicago with Windy City, and then Pittsburgh City of Bridges. So I just put the Windy Bridges. And then also with the logo, it kind of transitions from, you know, Chicago is always going to be in my background. It's always going to be my roots. But the bridge is, you know, my coming to Pittsburgh. So yeah,
Yeah. That's in the foreground. I love that. I love that.
yeah.
Congratulations. That's dope. Did you
Appreciate
come up
it.
with that
Appreciate
name?
it.
You did
I
that on your
did,
own?
man. Me and my nephew, man, we sat at the table and man, we had some names, boy. We came up with some shit. But yeah, we ended up coming up with this one. So yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
I love it. That's a great
I'm
name.
always curious to know which ones didn't make the cut.
Oh,
Yeah. Well.
I get
Let me to narrow it down. What one was the one before Windy Bridges that would have made it if you never came up with that? And then what was just a terrible one?
so the one it was gonna be, I think, Windy City of Bridges or something like that. That was the one I was kind of close to. That's where we kind of got the Windy Bridges from. The worst one we had was it was called Schittsburg. And we were trying to put Chi-Town mixed up with Pittsburgh. It was terrible, man. Yeah, it was terrible.
Pittsburgh with a C.
Right. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody gonna want to drink no Schittsburg beer. You know?
Not at all. You gotta make one of your brews though gotta be called Schittsburg now. Like you
Schittsburg,
gotta
right?
at least one of the names. Sure. But
Yeah,
that
I
is a
still
terrible
got the
name of a
paper,
brewery.
man. I still got the little paper somewhere around here, man.
Yeah, that's
We
what's
keeping
up.
that in the file.
Pittsburgh beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got to be on the menu somewhere or merch or something. It's definitely because
Oh, we definitely will.
Yeah.
it's catchy. I mean,
For a lot of reasons.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
so what was the first beer I guess you brewed under the umbrella of Windy Bridges? So what was that one?
Yeah.
The first beer I brew under this will be We're just gonna come out with a golden ale. That's the right now. I just want to be able to capture the audience by making beer that tastes like beer. That's the biggest thing. See, what I've learned about doing all these different fests and working at breweries and stuff like that, when those fruity type beers, those usually that's what attracts the women, right? The women they more so are attracted to those fruitier beers. Or what's up?
I'm a man.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, Marcus. Like, I don't really. Rob and his brother invited me into this. I still to this day don't really like what beer tastes like.
Nothing wrong with that.
The less that beer tastes like beer, the more I like it. So the fruity shit, I'm right with the women. Like, let's go in there together, baby.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that.
For me, that's how it works.
There you go. See, you got the inside scoop, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've learned, man, like when I'm at these different fests, man, when you have something that say like a peach Bellini or a peach Bellini Saison or something, that attracts the woman, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to have something. Usually a man, he just standing there, then he'll taste it or whatever. But if you tell him, man, I got a golden ale here, a beer that tastes like beer, So I want to hit the market first with a beer that tastes like beer, just to kind of, like I said, capture that audience, get that going, and then hit them with different specialty, like seasonal beers in between what I got going, and just start to build my resume a little bit more. It is. I'm taking a different approach than most people, although did open a brewery. We're not necessarily going to have a tap house right now. I'm just going to focus strictly on distributing. So, my garage has turned into a brewery, and I'm just going to be brewing till I can see what the public, how they react to it, and from there, then we'll start discussing, getting brick and mortar.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, that was my question. That was my question. That was going to be my follow-up question in terms of, was it just the production and building out the brand, and then maybe possibly going down the line, doing brick and mortar?
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Yeah. I mean, just feasibly, I have no overhead. You know what I mean? My workers right now is my family. So, it's feasibly, I think this is the best approach, man.
Well, speaking of family, at Maryland Flow, it looked like you had all of your family.
Oh, we was deep, man. we was deep. Yeah. Hey, that's one of the biggest. I was raised in a very big family. I was raised in those types of families where Sunday was all day at church. Then we leave from there, go back to my great grandparents' house and eat type stuff. But it was so many of us, we all couldn't fit in the house, but everybody ate. I just came from that type of family. So our foundation is very solid, man. And the one thing that we always believe in is family and just support, and to see my family show up the way they do. I love the support that they show, man. They definitely all in.
Still in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
That's all. That is dope. That's decent for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
when I walked by, I just saw a lot. They were all lined up. I was like, look, this is.
That's what we do, man. Hey, we turn up, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, if it ain't gonna be a party, it'll be a party in this little area right now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That was cool to see.
Marcus,
so,
I got a question for you. You said that you guys are a distribution and you making beer out of the garage right now. What is distribution like? For example, like are you distributing to bottle shops? Are you distributing to restaurants? Or how what's the goal for that?
So first things first, I'm gonna hit the bars that I know are truly supportive of local breweries. So Mike's Beer Bar, which is actually carrying all of the beers from Barrel and Flow. Yeah, I had a discussion with him at the fest. Then there's a couple more around the city that are very, very supportive of local breweries. Excuse me. So yeah, I plan on hitting those first, and then just the different breweries, getting on guest taps and other breweries. Definitely the one I used to work at, and then just other ones around the city. Yeah, and then from there, just try to spread out.
So in the Pittsburgh area for now.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Yeah, then we'll see how we spread out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That's what's up. I'm excited to see how it grows. I mean, because that, like you said, I guess you're just gonna start with just accounts, I guess, right? Oh, just general accounts around the area, and then move into canning, or will you be canning some beers as well?
So I will be canning. I got a canner as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a canner as well. So yeah, I'll be doing a couple cans, and then I'll be doing kegs. Just was able this actually over this past weekend, I was able to go pick up some bigger fermenters. So now where it stands, I have a 3-barrel system. So I mean, it's gonna be a lot of brewing, but yeah, yeah,
Look, man, look, you gotta start somewhere. 3 barrels ain't bad.
yeah,
Like
yeah. It's considered. I mean, most breweries 7.5. You know, so
yeah, that's
yeah.
do what you gotta do, brother. Come on, let's go.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man.
How does
It's
a person on the east of the coast, like in Delaware, get your beer? Is that a possibility at the moment, or when the cans are released?
Yeah. So I'm trying to work this out with the lawyer now to figure out how we can start shipping some beer across. Because I got a lot of people in Chicago that want beer. You know.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. So yeah, I want to start figuring out how we can start getting these beers on the road. You know.
Okay. Keep us in touch. Put Delaware
Definitely.
on the lawyer's agenda, because I
Definitely. Definitely.
North Delaware though. North Delaware. Every time we say put Delaware on the agenda, they always go to the beach. That's south. That's 2 hours away.
You say no, we up.
Yeah, we need up, right? The
I
north
got you.
side of the state.
I got you.
Bro, we gotta be more specific now. Like, how many people we done told put beer in Delaware and they do it, and it's down at the beaches.
I think their mindset is like, oh, by Dogfish.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Down south. I think that's exactly what. You're
Right.
Dogfish and Dewey are both down there too. So the two biggest. Yeah,
right.
That makes sense. But no, it does not make sense. We are the third biggest beer entity in the state. I claim it. And we need to have some Newcastle County distributions.
So do you have like a, I guess, a kind of like rollout, or are you going to stick with the L for a while and just see how that does, or do you already have a plan in motion in terms of what is coming next after the L?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the L that should be coming out, like I said, within about a month and a half or so. Start brewing, get it fermented and everything, and then from there, by that time we should be rolling into winter. So I'll be starting to break out some of the stouts, some of the darker, heavier beers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you're seasonal, so stout will be your first seasonal, or will that be a regular?
So I want that to kind of be a regular. But again, stouts, they kind of fall to the wayside during those summer months. Nobody's really too much drinking. Yeah, and I love a good stout,
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love for that to actually be on the menu, kind of like a regular, like a Guinness or something. But we'll have to see what we get from that. Let's see the turnout from it first.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess like you said, it's not contract brewing. You're doing this all in house. Like all this is.
Yeah. No. This is all in house. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely starting this grind, from the beginning, and but I guess it puts a little bit more appreciation into it,
I agree with that.
Because I'm doing this a little bit. I'm a little bit more intimate with the process, and then I'm not jumping from a lot of home brewers' experience that I've seen. Is they start from maybe 15 gallons or something like that, and then they jump immediately to 400 gallons. So now you're kind of struggling to try to keep up with your recipe and try to tune back into that taste that you had at 15 gallons because everything changed. Me, I'm just jumping from 15, 20 gallons up to now 30, 35 gallons.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of an adjustment, Just a lot more brewing.
Let me ask you this. So you go to a brewery, not a brewery, but a bottle shop in Pittsburgh or a bar in Pittsburgh, and that you book an account with them and say are you in control of the account? Like what happens if that bottle shop says we want to serve a sour from you, or we want to serve a pilsner from you. Are you making the pilsner, or are you saying no? I'm doing golden ale right now. And this is what, like, how does could you be influenced to make a beer based off
Um,
of the account
I
that you
think
get, or are
I
you firm on the golden ale, then the stout, and this is our process?
um I'm not like so much firm on it. I mean, I brew all types of different styles. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't mind doing, like a golden ale or a sour or something like that. Say if it was a restaurant or something, and
Oh no,
that
you
just
was doing
happens to be
good
a
with the
thing.
sun. You should have kept it there.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I saw that
All
line
right,
right
all
there.
right.
Okay.
It adds character. It adds character.
All right. But yeah, I wouldn't mind depending on what it is they're asking for or something like that. If it's feasible and it sounds like something that would make sense to do, yeah, I definitely would love to brew, custom brew, I guess.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
I feel like, man, like the way I'm doing this is kind of like Master P in the '90s, man, selling tapes out the trunk. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? This is
Yeah,
is I'm taking a different approach than a lot of people are.
yeah.
But
I like how breweries and brewers get to do whatever they want to do, and whatever they feel like is feasible, that gets them in the door and makes them successful on any
yeah,
whatever level they think makes them great. I never heard this way, so I like this.
yeah,
I
Rob,
like
yeah,
something new and fresh. We've had a lot of breweries on the show, Rob, and I don't think we ever heard of because usually when they're as small as you, they go to contract.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They
All right.
usually don't keep it in house and go get the accounts on their own and things like that. So yeah, this is
yeah.
dope and interesting.
Yeah, man. I feel like, man, and plus, like, with me doing it this way and me physically going in and talking to these people, I want people to see the passion that I have about my product. And I want them to have the same passion. You know what I mean? If I want you to push this like it's yours, and we
Absolutely.
can both benefit off of this. It's not just a one-sided thing. So yeah, man, I want to be in the face of people. Let them actually see the person behind the brewing and see what I got going on.
Mm. Yeah, I agree with that. So I always say I'm curious to know, but I ask a lot of brewers this stuff. Once you start brewing, is there a particular hop that you gravitate more towards? Is there one like, I love working with this hop?
Oh, you know what? It all depends on the style. Everybody went through that whole Galaxy craze for a second, man. That was a really hot thing for a hot minute. Last year I kind of started using what the hell is the name? It's like, oh man, I had to look up one of my recipes. But I kind of stick to the basics, man. I don't really jump off the deep end when it comes to the hops.
Okay.
Like with my golden nails, I kind of stay traditional Amarillo, kind of around there.
Okay.
Your 3 C's, stuff like that. So I don't really kind of jump off the deep end too much, but it is some good hops out there right now. I do want to make a beer strictly with South African hops though.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
no,
So
it's not a new segment, but I came up with I thought of a question the other day, especially since I knew you were going to be here. If you could design a beer about your life story, what would it be? What would be the style be? And what would the name of it be?
damn, that's a good question. uh the style would definitely have to be stout. Black,
Okay.
it would definitely have to be a stout. Um the name of it, that's a good one. I can't think of a name as of right now, but I think what influenced that is just growing up with just black, man. I grew up around just strong black women, right? So I got I had 9 aunts and then just one uncle, and the uncle was the youngest. So I grew up around a lot of strong black women, man, and I think that kind of shaped me and molded me to where I am now, and also my grandfather. That's another reason why. So I don't know. I don't. I think I would probably name it empowerment or something like that.
Okay.
My grandfather, he showed me a lot and still showing me a lot as to how to be a man and how to conduct yourself, and just the empowerment that he embodies is phenomenal. In this family, I'm not actually the first one to make history in this family. He is. So I'm kind of following his footsteps. Yeah. Yeah. So
What's up?
yeah, he's the highest. He's the highest ranking African American official in the AFL-CIO. So in the labor movement, he's the Secretary Treasurer, Vice President of the AFL-CIO. So yeah, he's the highest ranking African American in the labor movement in the history of labor movement.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stuff like that, man. Like knowing that that's your grandfather did that your whole life, because
Yeah.
I'm sure he did it. Either you was a baby, you were really, really old, younger. You probably wasn't even born when he was doing those things. He started doing those things. You know what I'm saying? So by the time you get born, it's just always something that you can look back and like, yo, there's always been greatness in my family, not just in my history, like my immediate history. And it gives you the confidence to go to Pittsburgh and be the first black man to open up a brewery. That's
Definitely.
I see how your life is being serendipitous.
Yeah.
Serentripical is like when it's a circle and it's serendipity. Is serentripical? Is that it? No.
I think so. Centrifugal.
All right. Serentripical.
All right.
Is stout your favorite style?
It varies, man. My favorite style, honestly, like I went through a sour phase. I went through a IPA phase. I went through a wit beer phase. So it kind of varies. Right now I'm more into the lighter beers. This summer I was drinking mostly just pilsners and stuff like that. A lot of lagers. Yeah.
What's so funny, bro?
No, I'm saying I did the sign like you do.
I didn't see it. I got you.
Yeah, 'cause I know at my old age, I like a lot of beer.
Right. You want to drink longer, not stronger. Let's chill
Exactly. That's why I said, man, that Friday night bottle share, that's probably the only time in the year that I taste that many different styles of beers, man. It just drink styles of beers that's that strong. Because, yeah, it's some big beers in there.
I'm gonna be totally honest. If you saw me, I couldn't handle it. I left. I couldn't handle it.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, my grown man ass is too grown to be trying to sit. Look, I couldn't handle it.
Man, it was some good beers there. But it was definitely some big beers, man.
But it was being passed around.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. I lasted like an hour, Marcus. I was gone. I was like,
man, so I know when I first walked in, I saw Hannah. She was over there by the Baltimore squad, and they had their crabs and everything, man. Yeah. Man, they set that up. And yeah, I had a few of the beers on their table. Went over, had some more, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna end this night a little early tonight. I don't think I stayed the whole time either. I definitely left before it was over. I can tell you that.
I came back for the let out, but what was it, 3 hours? I know I wasn't there for more than an hour. I couldn't. But I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody's so social. Everybody's having such a good time, and when you're there, you can't really not drink.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. If you don't have a cup and you're like, I don't want to drink, people want you to taste. And then they bought the beer. They want you to taste the beer. And it's like most of the time at like a beer fest, I could drink your beer, sip it, and then just toss that shit out. And nobody but people want to be like looking you in your eyeballs and like, how does my beer taste?
Right. Do you taste this? Do you taste this?
Yes, exactly. My best friend made this beer from New Mexico. I need you to try it so I can tell her how it tasted. And he's like, oh my God, it's the 40th time. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm out. Yeah.
Yep.
So it gets, even if you don't have a cup, people are like, oh, I got a fresh cup. I'm like, where did you
get
a fresh cup?
I get you a cup. Don't worry about it. Damn.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it. I understand.
It's a good time, but it's hard to monitor your drinking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I guess in terms of like when you first experience your beer, what are some of the things that you want from the brand and as well as just drinking the beer? What do you want them to experience? I guess in terms of when they taste it, what do you want them to experience?
Yeah. So my beers, man. You asked the question earlier about if I had to make a beer about my life. You know, a couple things about me, man. I love my family. Obviously, I love being able to provide for my family and everything. And fishing. I just love fishing. So that kind of segues into I want my beer to be fun, man. I just want you to be able to sit back, relax, and just drink it, and enjoy it. I don't want, I've met brewers in the past and people who are just so analytical of beer and they just want to, man, and it has this I just want you to be able to pick up, open a can and just enjoy it, man. Know what I mean? Enjoy the beer,
You don't want to have
like,
biscuits. You don't want to have a hint of biscuit, a hint of salt.
Yeah, like we don't have to do that conversation. Just drink the beer and enjoy it, and that's what I want. I want. Right. I want you to be able to, if you out cutting your grass, you can crack one open. If you out on the water fishing or whatever you're doing, go ahead and crack you open the Windy Bridges and enjoy it.
That sounds like one of the beer names.
What's your favorite type of fish?
My favorite type of fish. I love catfish. But catfish and walleye, I would have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that land fishing or is that boat fishing?
Land fishing. Yeah, it was either open a brewery or buy a boat, man. I think the brewery gonna last a little longer.
a little bit. The marina fees ain't no joke, man.
Man,
you don't live on the lake. That marina fees is
it gets tough. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you don't need a boat for catfishing, though. You can do that noodling.
I ain't doing that shit either. No, I ain't doing that shit, man. You would never see me sticking my hand. Ain't no way. I got fishing poles. I got all types of stuff, man. There's no reason for me to be in that water, sticking my hand in holes, man. Nah.
That's funny. You said you like catfish. You don't like the big catfish, though. You like the medium size, small.
So I mean, I hit the biggest catfish I caught was like a 25-pound flathead. Right now, I hit him off a rod. Out here in Pittsburgh, man, you got some deep holes where it's some big catfish up there. There's some 50, 60 pounders in there. You just gotta find them. Yeah. Nah, man.
I feel like you said. I feel like deep holes. You're supposed to be putting your hand in there, right?
No, definitely not. But y'all can show me how that works, man. I ain't doing that.
Any fisherman that loves catfish has to noodle once. You gotta get bit. I mean, how many pounds of catfish have you eaten? Get bit one time.
Just one time.
You gonna eat him anyway. Once you catch him, you gonna.
You sound like Denzel on Training Day in order to be a.
Yeah, just let it happen, man. You done ate all his brothers and sisters enough of them that you can let one bite happen. You gonna snatch him out the hole and then fry his ass on up anyway. You gonna go down with his brothers and sisters. He just got to get one lick out. He got one lick.
That's it.
Yeah, but the problem is there's not a catfish in that hole. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. You draw back a nub. A snapper turtle. It could be a snapper turtle in there.
Oh no, I didn't see it. Nah, I thought this was a snapping turtle free pond.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I didn't know they blindly go. I know they blindly going in. It could be a no. Oh,
yeah. No, that's why I don't understand it.
If you never go noodling, you're not less of a person. You're not less of a man. Like you're still a great fisherman. Like you got that. I never knew.
You got snappers and all that.
Other than something.
Yeah, that's why I never understood. I was just curious. I never understood. Like, I ain't just gonna do that. That's crazy. But hey,
Rob, I don't understand it now. I don't understand it either, Rob. I
I watched the whole special on it. And I was like, I don't get that. That's just stupid.
Yeah, no, that's I got family in the
See, I
country, but
watched
I
the
ain't that
special on it,
country.
but they never mentioned other things to be in the hole. I never heard that part.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it could be snakes in there. It could be snapping turtles. It could be all types of stuff in that hole. I'm good.
yeah. And I think
And
it's
my
like
imagination would start running. No.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even
yeah, I
want to
think-
walk in it. I don't even want to walk in it. Now I gotta put
Shin
my
high,
hand in
man.
there.
Shin high. If it go over my shins, I'm good.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I need to see the
Right.
bottom or know I'm at the beach.
Exactly.
Sharks be coming on land sometimes. I can't
Yeah,
deal.
I'm good,
Uh-uh.
man. I pass.
Yeah, y'all turned me off on it. I didn't. Y'all turned me off on
Good.
it. Yeah. Thank you. Respect to both of y'all fishermen. Mhm.
I had a question. I lost it because I was talking about noodles, and that's what I get.
I have a
That's what happens,
question.
man. Noodling do that to you, man. It bring out them dark fears and shit, man.
You on track. You on track. You lose all sensibilities.
I'm telling you,
Oh
man.
man, I do have a question for you, Marcus. I have a few more questions. The Golden Ale, what's the ABV?
So that's coming in at a easy 4.7. Yeah,
Okay,
so
so another light
yeah,
one, another
yeah,
easy beverage. Got
kind of
it.
a real light one. Usually, my beers that I'm making with the higher ABVs is kind of like the like the hazies or something like that. I put those
How
in
about the
the.
stout? What would the stout coming out? Or have you
So
figured it out yet?
yeah, so and on the lower scale, I've gotten my stout up to about 8.5%, 8%. I do a every year, so I do a kind of a dessert stout. It's a banana pudding stout, right? And that's kind of it's modeled after my great grandmother. That was
All
one of
right.
my favorite meals from favorite dessert from her was a banana
Do
pudding.
you actually put banana pudding in the mash?
I put the actual ingredients of making it. Yeah, so I use
Even
the
better.
same way. Yeah, that she
Yeah.
does that she used to do it. Yeah,
You say you do that every year? Around what
I
time?
do
Yes,
this every
Mark.
year. Yes, this is around like Christmas time, somewhere around that time.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to Brucey Banner from Marcus, right?
I got you. I
Santa
got you.
Claus came with the stork full of beer from Marcus.
That's
Yeah.
right. I got you.
I love
I
it.
take
I
care of
love it.
y'all.
I
And
love a
my
good banana pudding.
I have at least one more question, but
Mm.
what would you pair with your golden ale? What would you tell the bars to offer that have food?
And it goes well with any bar food. Your wings, pretzels, stuff like that, chicken fingers, burgers, just any bar food. Like I said, I want that golden ale to be one of those, man. You just pull up and just enjoy it. So,
Okay,
and
let me up the ante on that question, Marcus. What if
okay.
you at Chateau Maurice and your beer is on tap at Chateau Maurice? What is Garcon going to recommend to me to go with Marcus's golden ale? Windy
All right.
Bridges golden ale.
Get you one of them $70 steaks. That's a la carte from everything else, and drink it with a golden ale.
All
you
right,
know,
all right.
yeah,
I'll take. I needed to get down to the nitty gritty. I figured when I throw you Chateau Maurice out there, you knew where
yeah,
to up the ante a little bit. I don't want
yeah,
wings.
yeah,
I don't need. I know I can drink wings and eat beer. I mean, you know what I mean. God damn
yeah. I
it.
got you. That's that noodling, man. That shit's still on your
Yeah, it messed me
head.
up too. I'm still thinking about it. Fucking poisonous snakes and snapping turtles while I'm looking for catfish. Oh no.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
I
okay.
want
A nice steak. If you go into an upper echelon
yeah.
type of dinner, you would think a steak over everything. Okay, all right, I
Yeah,
accept
yeah,
that.
yeah, and
All
I've
right.
I've done saisons where they pair very well with fish, grilled fish and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this golden ale is more of just kind of like a red meat, a steak kind of beer.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yep.
that. Yeah, I want to be able to take beers take beers everywhere. Like we could drink them at the bar, but we could have them
Yeah.
at the Chateau Maurice's and those type of restaurants as well. So I
Yep.
always ask that question to try to find both balances. So I like that. That's a great answer.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if we going back to your collab this year at Battle Flow. Was there a reason? I don't even know if you said it. Was there a reason I chose Soursop, or was I what was the emphasis behind using Soursop this year?
So we kind of we were throwing around a lot of ideas. Shout out to Alter Genius, Deshaun over there at Alter Genius, and those guys, Mike and all those. Donnie, really good people, man. Daylin. We were kind of throwing around a lot of ideas, and we kind of just, again, like I said, around that time of Barrel and Flow, I always like to keep it light and easy to drink. I never want something too heavy, just something refreshing. And Soursop is more of like a Caribbean style type flavor. It is actually a Caribbean fruit. So that right there alone, it was like, all right, we kind of towards the end of the summer. Let's give them that kind of Caribbean style taste, that you can just enjoy it all day. It's a refreshing taste to it, and there's a lot of history behind it. So, yeah.
All right. I'm just curious because I know some people some people like Soursop, some don't. I was just curious,
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the beer. But
It's definitely a unique flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it is. That it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely different. That was the biggest thing too, man. We try to be unique with everything we do too. Windy Bridges I don't necessarily want to follow the trends. I want to kind of, be ahead of, make the trends in some things. So
yeah.
All right. Chicago deep dish pizza.
You seem
beer.
like you are. Like I said, I never heard nobody have this business plan before.
Huh?
No, I was just saying the Chicago deep dish pizza beer. I think, hey, that thing looks like a pie.
I don't know, man. They got I don't know if you guys seen that up there. Heinz is joining with like smoothies or something. They got like ketchup smoothies now or something. Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah, like flavors are starting to get a little unique out here. That's one flavor you ain't got to worry about is a deep dish beer. I can promise you that.
Thank you so much, Rob. Like, Rob, don't be giving. That's not a 10% idea. That's not what we do, man. We need better ideas than that. Nah, we can't. I'm glad you ain't take that, Marcus. I was gonna let you could name it. You could name it Chicago style deep dish pizza or some shit like that. Right. But don't make it taste like that.
I ain't say throw a pizza there.
I will tell you who I do want to collab with eventually, and sometime in the future is Funky Town. I definitely want to get with them guys.
Absolutely.
Every year they come in, man. We have a great time, and it's refreshing to talk to people from back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I definitely want to do something with them.
Have the same mindset as you for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
They
definitely do.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love those guys, man. I love Funky.
Yeah, man. They good people, real good people.
Yep, and they got good beer on top of that. It's hard to show. It's hard to be good and be good.
Be good.
Be good and be good.
Double good. That's what up.
I know. So what does the next 18 months look like for Windy Bridges?
Building the brand. We're just gonna start, flooding the streets as much as I can. Hoping to have the website up here in a couple of weeks so we can start getting merch out there. Start generating some income from the merch. Just start, getting a little buzz and getting everybody's interest. And just building a brand and doing as much as I can. By this time next year, or by next year's Barrel and Flow, I want to be further than where I am now. I want to be able to have 3 staple beers out on the market. I want to be closer to looking at towards brick and mortar. So, and then trying to figure out the next venture that we can do. I think building is just never going to stop. That's just one of those things that's always keep going. So, yeah, the next 18 months, man, I would definitely love to be a lot further than where I am and closer to having a building, having a tap room.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Got any more questions, Lou?
Nah, man, much success to you. If you need any help, reach out. Let us know what we could do to help you. When you call that
Definitely.
lawyer, Northern Delaware, Newcastle County,
Northern Delaware, man. I
Yeah,
got you.
Newcastle County, Delaware. That's all. Like, if you need help, man, we're always here to help our guests and good people. You really seem like a good dude, man. I want to help. So,
Man, I
let us
truly
know
appreciate it.
for sure.
Truly do.
All right. All right. Now, this question is definitely not off flavor, but it's definitely off topic. Who are your top 5 Chicago MCs?
Top 5 Chicago MCs. Oh man. Okay.
One of them will be someone we never heard of, Rob. I promise you. That's what Chicago guys do all the time.
All right. Number 1 is obviously Twister. I'll definitely say Twister.
Obviously, Twister.
Obviously, yeah. It was not
Yeah.
obvious to us.
Yeah. It's definitely Twister. So the other ones is not so much because it's groups. It's not so much MC. So like Do or Die. I grew up off of Do or Die. Right.
Yes.
Right. So I grew up on Do or Die. Crucial Conflict. I grew up on Crucial Conflict.
I thought Crucial Conflict was from they from Chicago. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, they from the West Side. Yeah, them boys from the West Side.
I knew they were from the Midwest. I thought for some reason Cleveland or Ohio.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Crucial Conflict from the West Side. Yep. Where we at? Number 4.
Hay in the middle of the bar, people. That's the hay in the middle of the
bar.
bar.
Yep, that's them. That's them. Yep.
That's the only song I know. That's the only
Oh man, they got bangers. They got some bangers. Number 4 would probably be early Kanye. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
You don't gotta make me a believer. Kanye, one of my favorite rappers.
All right, good. Yeah, because
I was hoping you said it.
Yeah, definitely early Kanye. Because like to me, after My Dark and Twisted, after that one, it just went crazy to me. But before that, that was Chicago Kanye, man. Like you felt that in him. You know,
obviously. I thought you said obviously Kanye. I thought you said obviously.
Nah, Twisted.
That guy still messing you up like the noodling.
Right? Yeah, Twisted.
I like how you described it, because Kanye still has songs and maybe even albums to some people that are still good after Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say, when people say the old Kanye and new Kanye, I think it's the Chicago Kanye versus the wherever he lives at, the Colorado Kanye, or wherever he's at Hawaii. I think it's a lot to that. I think that's what it is. It's not I miss the old Kanye. It's I miss Chicago Kanye.
Kanye, man. That was a different.
Marcus. That's good, Marcus. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. And number 5 for me, it's a toss up, man. Because I am a Lupe fan. We can do 6. Okay, cool. Okay, so Common.
Okay.
Common and Lupe.
All right.
Okay.
Lupe Fiasco. Yeah.
That's a good top 6, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, see, I'm a little older. Yeah, but I'm older, man. So the drill rapper, the Chief Keefs and the Vons and all of that, that's like my brother's age, man. I'm a little older, you know.
I was thinking you was gonna get one of them was gonna be in the top 5 or 6.
No,
so I'm glad you are a little bit older, because I was going to disrespect it because you from Chicago.
Man.
Yeah, you gotta stop. That's a legit top 6 right there.
Yeah, like appreciate it.
Is that in order though? Because I know obviously Twister.
Twister's number 1. That's obvious number 1, right? The rest of them it can go either way. But yeah, Twister number 1.
That's
ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. Is there anything else you want people to know about what Windy Bridges is and what can they expect and all that good stuff?
Yeah. So, we spent the last hour or so talking about beer and everything, but I also want people to understand that Windy Bridges to me is more than just beer or a brand. I feel like Windy Bridges to me is it's achieving that dream that people thought you just couldn't do. So, with Windy Bridges, man, I want kids that look like us to be able to look and say, damn, I can do that too. He did it, so I can do that. We are so stuck on it, and I'm not gonna say we always so stuck on it, but we have this thing in our neighborhood, man, where we want our kids to either be a doctor or a lawyer, or we shouldn't have, which we should. But a lot of kids don't like school. Hell, if you don't like going to school 1 through 12, you damn sure ain't gonna want to go to school 4, 5, 6 more years, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And then, and I don't want us to put all of our focus and everything on just sports as well, or entertainment. I want us to be able to do these common jobs, man, and to be able to do these things and inspire other Black kids. Like, listen, man, we can do anything when we want to do it. So I want people to see Windy Bridges as not only just a brewery, but I want them to see us as we out helping the community. We out trying to show, and improve different conditions or situations that people may be in or whatever. And we also trying to break this racial and financial barrier that we also come across. When people see breweries come in neighborhoods, they always think that a coffee shop is coming right behind it, and it's gentrifying. Now it's gentrification. Now my rent's getting ready to go up, and I got to go because I can't afford this place that my grandparents bought. Right? I don't want that feeling, man. I want to employ and educate. So when I do make it to the status of being able to get a tap room, I want to be able to employ and also educate them about what they're drinking, what they're selling, whatever the case. And you take that knowledge and you take it back to your tribe. I want this to be a overwhelming, welcoming type thing, man. I want to inspire more so than anything else.
I love that. I love that, man. Cheers to you.
Yeah,
appreciate
it. Hey, trade schools are real. Hey, like I think in Delaware, I think there was a thing like most of the millionaires in Delaware were like electricians and plumbers.
Man, we ain't got enough. These robots and AI, they only gonna be able to do so much. Can't fix no toilets.
They ain't going in there and fixing no toilets, bro.
No
robots. We're not building no robots for that for another 100-some years. We gonna be gone. A robot plumber come along.
Right.
For sure. All right. Anything else? No?
Nah, man. Like I said it. Thank you, man. Like I said it. Keep on inspiring. Keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
A couple months when you come back on.
Definitely. Y'all boys talking about coming down to New Orleans for the Barrel and Flow?
It's
I put it on my calendar.
Yeah, it's definitely on the calendar.
Definitely.
All right, well, we want to thank Marcus Wyatt of Windy Bridges Brew. Come on, podcast. Before we go, I always like to know how people can find you on these social medias, these World Wide Webs, all that good stuff. How can they find out more about what Windy Bridges is up to, and when can they find out where they can find the beer at?
Definitely. Windy Bridges Brew on all social media platforms. Like I said, we should have the website up here within a couple of weeks, so you guys can start buying merch. Follow the progress of everything. Although I do post it on every social platform. So yeah, just keep following and see where we at. Again, those places that I'm trying to go after are pretty well known here in Pittsburgh. So anybody who's here, they definitely would know, like Mike's Beer Bar and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where we at right now. So keep supporting and keep following.
Absolutely. All right, Lou.
My name is Lou Belgium. I'm on them.
All right, and shout out to I Am 302 Yoda. He is at I Am 302 Yoda. If you want to follow Brews and Banter Podcast, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Brews and Banter Podcast. You can go to www.brewsingbanter.com if you want to get merch or find out where you can listen to us on all your favorite platforms. If you want to follow me, Rob State Bruising, there it is. Oh, right here. I can't. There
you go.
Once again, we want to thank Windy Bridges Brew and Marcus Wyatt for coming on the podcast. This has been another episode of Brews and Banter Podcast. Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
All right, man.